we serving the streets. Good afternoon, baseball fans, and welcome to a special Sunday afternoon edition of Grace Christian Baseball. We are here at Merrill Blackburn Field on the historic grounds of England Air Park, which time for baseball at the Burn. Maddox Adderley's set to go on the hill for the Warriors. You see him there. They will take on the Warhorses of Peabody in this one. Taking a look at your defense, of course, you see Davis behind the plate there, and we'll get all things caught up in that first one. Is fouled back and out of play. And we're getting our flexi score up, so we do have it working this time. Adderley's working quickly, and another one poked foul. So up there aggressively going after it are the Warhorses in this first at-bat. O2 offering getting set from Adderley's. That one misses away, ball one. We play in the top of the first here on this Sunday afternoon edition. So glad that you decided to check in with us. If you didn't make it out to the ballpark, perhaps you're watching this one again later after the game. A lot of folks have done that. We appreciate that as well. We get a lot of comments post-game as well. Curveball misses. It hits 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jack Powell is there at third base. Cooper Courtright at shortstop. Seth Cook at second base. And Canyon Wright at first. In there, strikeout looking. And that's a strikeout to start things off. 1 out here in the top half of the first inning. Don't have to say it as much now because we've got our Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard back on there. Couple of different looks for you. We'll get that one fixed. That one lifted foul and out of play. And very aggressive hacks being taken today by this Warhorse baseball team. That delivery swung on and missed. Quickly ahead in the count, 0-2. Adderley's rocks back and delivers this one. Misses just outside. And 2 balls and strike. Trying to get him to chase one perhaps there. Boy, what a beautiful day for baseball here at the Burn. As the offering swung on and missed and down on strikes, and Adderley's has retired the first 2 that he has faced. Man, Chuck out there doing some work and adjusting the camera out there. Looks good, and he can't see that, but there you go. That's what I get for setting things up on my own. But we got Chuck out there taking care of us now. He is going to get set up for that Menard show tonight. This is in lieu of the Grace Baseball show out at Buffalo Wild Wings. So I'm envisioning that these French fries that I have are buffalo wings. I got them with no sauce on them, though, just French fries out here. Rosin bag coming in. Still a little bit of sun. The humidity starting to heat up some, but Adderley's is off and rolling here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swung on that time and missed. Again, don't have a roster up here for Peabody. Haven't got the one yet for the Warriors either. Swung on and down on strikes, and Adderley strikes out the side, and that will do it. Top of the first, nothing doing for Peabody. We'll be back. We'll have the lineup for you for Grace Christian. We'll do all of that when we come back. You're watching a Sunday edition of high school baseball right here on 446 Sports.
Buying car insurance for the first time can be overwhelming. Do you have enough coverage? Are you paying too much? Will someone be there for you when the unexpected happens? I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. You may think it's easier online, but why wait? We're here to help you make sure you're covered. When it comes to car insurance, we have the answers, and we may have rates that save you money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect your biggest investments.
Go ahead and get back on here. There is a look at our new camera, and we're always trying something else. That's a good look at the third base cam. So we don't have our camera over in left field today, but we do have our dugout cam. And so we'll get some shots from there. Leading off for the Warriors is going to be Cody Davis. We knew that. It's just a matter of who they've got in the two-hole. It looks to be Braden Wells from where we sit. Young man from Peabody getting loose. The lefty will go on the hill today. We'll have Wells at second. That's the lineup that we saw Coach Brown use on, Thursday night, wasn't it? No, this is Sunday, so Friday. Wow. Cody Davis stands in there ready to get things going for the Warriors here in the bottom of the first. Boy, got a lot of love on that play he made at home on that dropped third strike and then tagged the runner coming in, kept that game scoreless, and what a battle it was against Vidalia. Goes Cody, ready to go now. That one right in there for strike one, and we're underway in the bottom of the first. That one misses up and away, evens the count at a ball and a strike. Why, oh, why are the Warriors playing on a Sunday afternoon, you may ask? Well, we'll get into that here in just a little bit as we work things out. Offering to Davis here. Driven foul and over there into the on-deck circle where Wells has that one. That one again smashed foul and gets a look from Wellesley like, hey, wait a minute, now we're on the same team. So it's playoff time, and we talked a lot about games and different ones coming in and going around, and this is all about positioning and playoff ranking and power ranking. The Warriors sit at number 2 and won't catch number 1 of Oil's Charter out of this no matter what they do. Just the end of the regular season comes Tuesday. That one grounded over to short, and not in time as it bounces around and out of there. And Davis is on with an error. B. Wells will stand in there. Expect the Warriors to run early and often. Canyon Wright will be in the 3-hole. We expect Seth Cook or Adelise will bat 4th. I can't see from that angle where we're at, but that one in there taken for a strike to Wells and pretty good pitch. Again, the Warriors will be back here tomorrow night, off and running. And there's a throw down to second, not in time. Davis there with a stolen base right in front of you. And swinging through that one was Wells, so he's down 0-2 in the count. Runner in scoring position is Davis. Strike 3 looking, and Wells is down on strikes, and I don't think that's the at-bat that Wellesley wanted to get things going, but big-time Canyon Wright strides in there. He's ready to go. First at-bat of the day here in the bottom of the first. It's about time Big Time got him one. Here's a delivery. That one misses away, ball 1. Chuck did a wonderful job getting us positioned correctly out there. That one fouled straight back, and it'll be a ball and a strike. So Adelise, we see, comes out on deck. He'll be in the 5 spot. This is Big Time, who stands in there now representing the third batter. Adelaide will back second. We got to believe Cook will be then batting fifth, which is pretty much where it's been most of the day. Not sure what Coach Brown's talking about, but perhaps it is what the pitcher is doing. You may think that there is an opportunity for a balk to be called in here. Big playoff positioning game for both of these teams. Peabody sits right on the cut line in their division. That one ground over to second base. Play is made at first, so that moves Cody right over to third base in front of us. Alex Adderley is one of the hottest hitters for the Warriors this year. Without a doubt, the junior has really been doing things. Warriors going quietly here. Just the leadoff from Davis. Pencil comes into play here in the bottom of the first. You see it on our Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. I'm going to have to back down off of my radio-style presentation of the game when we didn't have a scoreboard. That one in there, strike one. And a ball attempt down the line to third base to try to catch Cody napping, and all it did was bring Cody in. First run of the game is there on that error from the second base or from the catcher. See? Now you can come hang out. Don't forget, we'll do a little of our Warrior Roundup wrap-up show up here. That one inside. I think that turned out pretty good. We turned the old OBS-bot around last time and did an interview right here in the press box, and that seemed to work out pretty good. That one pushed foul and out of play. Nobody on base. You see that. The Warriors do lead this one 1-0. Or Neil, as Nick would say. I know he's listening somewhere. That one over to third. Play is going to be across the diamond. Good stretching in time. What a play. That is good work from the Warhorse third baseman, and we'll let you watch the Warriors swap out and get back into the field on our new dugout cam that we've got. I just need 2 more of those cameras and 2 more sets of the Oxoon. I think that'll be good until the next ones. Guys, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. You're watching Grace Christian Baseball right here on 446 Sports.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
Buying car insurance for the first time can be overwhelming. Do you have enough coverage? Are you paying too much? Will someone be there for you when the unexpected happens? I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. You may think it's easier online, but why wait? We're here to help you make sure you're covered. When it comes to car insurance, we have the answers, and we may have rates that save you money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect your biggest investments.
And we are back to Merrill Blackburn Field here at England Air Park. Boy, you're sitting out on a Sunday afternoon just enjoying a little bit of baseball. Few clouds are in the sky today. Adelaide has struck out the side, speaking of good things to see. First one is in there for strike one, and Adelaide has just been making the strike zone his own. 0-2 quickly here. That one missed away. A ball and 2 strikes here. Nobody down, bottom of the second. Top of the second we play in this one. So we'll get into explaining a little bit about the reasoning for this game. So a lot of coaches that are around are trying to get in as many games as they can right here at the end of the season, because anything will help them get a better seed. And it's all about playoff seeding at this point. So you get out there and try to get those power rankings and get out there. What it does for the Warriors, they are firmly in control of that. And they're looking at it come out this way. There you go. So the Warriors are firmly in control of 2. They won't move up to 1. Nobody's going to catch Charter unless it's in Sulphur. And so the Warriors are watching for is hanging on to that 2 seed, though. Good-looking pitch on the outside, and that's 4 up, 4 down, all via the strikeout. And so you've got a lot of teams that put games together today. Now, the regular season ends on Monday, but a win here today should lock up 2, and they won't be in danger. That one going out to left field, and it's going to out to left and will drop. And he will trot into second base with the game's first hit. Very excited and animated, and why not? These 2 teams are battling, and Peabody, by playing this game, should assure themselves of a trip to postseason this year, which if you've been around the area in this Peabody program, you know that is a huge, huge win for them just to get into the playoffs. They'll go in as the last seed. They'll come out and they'll talk to Cody a little bit and check and see on him, as he took that one rather, I guess, right at him. So he'll be there. That ball fouled off and on him. So 4 strikeouts in a row, and that ends with the base hit to left. That is down, and Adelise will get back to work here. 0-1. That one fouled back in 0-2. You get a good look at Adelise and peering in just as you'd see it if you were in center field. Misses down low. Something about cameras in the daytime, when it's not dark, it just gives for such a great picture on there. That one lifted high. Canyon calls him off and comes in, and that's, you always expect that your pitcher is going to get called off in that particular case. But when he's your starting shortstop, he wants as much as anybody, but the angle was there for Big Time to come in and make that one. And 2 down in this one. Good-looking strike. That'll give you an idea on what this game is about today. That one misses. The Warriors, if they can pick up the win here, they'll get the win for playing up in class, and they'll get Peabody's wins as well. And Peabody will get some points, and they'll stay in this by virtue of having this game in there. Now, they can certainly enhance their playoff seeding just a little bit, move up some if they could pull off the victory here, and they'll get all of Grace's wins in this one. So it's a big game for both teams here as it goes to playoff positioning. That one is ground up the middle, and we're going to be tied here. There's a throw to the plate, not going to be in time, and that is an RBI base hit that ties things up. Two down still in this one, so good two-out work being done by Peabody. Curveball misses inside, ball one. A lot of buttons we're pushing here. That one swung on. Chuck laughingly says Do that to me all the time. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down. Top of the second we play. We're knotted at 1. And time was called in the middle of the windup. You don't normally see time granted when the pitch is beginning. You'd like to see Max go ahead and throw that pitch rather than putting a stop on his body as he's starting to torque his way towards home plate. Anyway, back to action we go. Off and running. There's going to be a play down at second base. In time. Oh, he called him, saved. The ball was on the ground. Well, Cody had a good shot down there, and the ball just out of there. And Peabody continuing to play aggressively, wanting and needing to win this one and saying, hey, look, we're not just going to come in here. This is not the same Peabody team that we saw earlier in the season. These guys are playing some solid baseball, not taking anything away from them earlier in the year by any means. So understand the reference I'm making is they are playing much better today than they have earlier in the season. That's a testament to the coaching and these players that are out there. Strike called there, and that's the old toss the bat strike. You will very seldom get that called. That one misses outside, and it is a walk that is drawn. So Adelise has given up a couple of base hits. Coach Brown not happy with that one. But what do we tell you guys? Somebody's going to be upset about it just about any time. Swung on that one and missed. Adelise retired the first 4 via strikeouts, gave up the base hit now and has yet to strike out another one. You get the top 4, you think you're going to get through the order pretty easily. That one's ripped, fouling down that line over into right field where Wellesley chases it down, and that will send Peabody's runner back there. It's our dugout cam, and we're going to give you a shot of that. Boy, had it not been for Chuck fixing that camera that's out there, we'd have never known that batter was in the batter's box. Because it was, we had the camera, I did, had the camera right down the middle. 0-2 the count here. There's the delivery. Runner's off and going. That one lifted in the air. And camping out under it and making that catch is Seth Cook. And we will show you that dugout cam. Let you look at that. Peabody does pick up a run in this inning. Colin Ebnet, you see, not happy about things at all. But we go to the bottom of the second. Due up for the Warriors, it is going to be, should be, Cook, believe on there. We see, again, don't have the roster, but we'll get that as it comes along. You are joining us on a beautiful Sunday of baseball right here on 446 Sports.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Harrell, Certified Residential Appraiser. I am currently a leading provider of appraisal services for mortgage lending, employee relocation, estate planning, and community property settlements. My experience in real estate over the past 13 years and currently serving as president of the Greater Central Louisiana Realtors Association has given me a clear understanding of the real estate world and the ever-changing market we live in today. For any of your valuation
Seth Cook strides in there, ready to go. We are knotted at 1 in the second, and boy, oh boy, didn't there's been times in the past that this game would have been nearing completion already. This Peabody team has come together. We saw them in that tournament that was here when they played Northwest and they battled in that one. But it seems like we've watched them every game get better and better. That one misses inside, 2 balls and no strikes. A little bit of trivia for you, Chuck. Which member up in this press box was on the Peabody High School baseball team for a year? There you have it. Back in, that one in there for a strike. So that would have had to be 1985. My freshman year, I was at Peabody. Certainly was. Played baseball for him. Didn't play, but was there on the team. That one missed inside, ball 4, and that's going to get Seth down to first. So you knew it wasn't you, and we figured it wasn't Mike. So that left, just Doug. Talon Ebnet. Ebnet stands in, ready to go. $1985, I said. That's a long time ago. Is that 30-some-odd A's carry the one? Yeah. Wow. That's 39 years, isn't it? It doesn't make sense that I'm that old, or who's that old? I don't know, but certainly is me at this point.
When I was getting my fries down there, I asked them for some Tootsie Rolls because they said they don't see those Tootsie Rolls.
Oh, that's why Mike isn't plugged in. That one misses away, 2 balls and no strikes. I'll let him have a microphone, but it's like one of them little Fisher Price ones, the little with the bubbles that come out of it, and we don't let him talk. He's getting ready to get that show going on. That one, outer half in there for a strike, and 2 balls and a strike. So Mike and I both decided that we were going to envision these being buffalo wings since we're not out at B-Dubs today. We'll be out there a little bit later for the Menard Show. That one misses away, 3 balls and a strike. Epnet, you got to believe if it's not his pitch, he's not going to be cutting out there. There's no need to be aggressive when you lead off with a walk, and you got a 3-1 count here. That one right down the pipe. I'm a little surprised that Seth hasn't taken off and stolen second or attempted to. I am. Lefty looking right at him, though. You expect him to be off and going. There he goes. Swung on and missed. Going to be a strike him out. Nearly a throw him out if he was not off and going with that pitch. But Ebnet is down on strikes. He'll be the inning's first down, and that'll bring Logan Markle. Logan Markle will stand in there. You get a look at the lefty. I say lefty, and yes, I see he's in the right side of the box. He pitches left-handed, and he bats right-handed. Reminds me a lot of old Jacob Ladner when he was here, who is now coaching. Only he throws a lot harder and a lot more pitches. But anyway, Jacob, I jest. Jacob, very solid. Part of that state championship team in 2017 also. Misses away. Ball, no strikes. Logan, again, one of those that has been swinging the bat well for Coach Brown. Season will wrap up on Monday night for the Warriors. Regular season will. And they'll sit a couple of games with their high seed and wait for, not their high seed, Chuck, I said high seed, and wait for the quarterfinals to roll around. They'll have to win one game to get back down to Sulphur. They play at Sulphur Parks and Recreation is where they play that at Spar. And the girls who will start will play their tournament down in Frash, which is also there. And we termed that last year as the Dash for Frash. You could work that in somehow. That went down low, and Markle will find himself down at first base on the walk. A couple of walks this inning for the Peabody pitcher. Cooper Courtright will stand in. Cooper Courtright there and Jack Powell behind him. Runners at first and second. You see that on your Wallace Associates scoreboard. We play bottom two. There's a delivery. That one misses outside. And you're going to get to a point where these Warriors are starting to take until they get a strike, as the young lefty from Peabody is starting to leave a lot of his pitches over the outer half. One misses away, and we've talked about it too. Once you start missing away, it's difficult to get then those close ones there. That one in there for strike one, and that's what you see. Now Coop will get in there ready to go. The runners at first and second. A base hit is going to score one. Logan would have to be on his horse from first base. Swung through that one. Coop didn't look like he was kind of backing out when he swung at that one, and that makes it difficult to stay on it. Warriors really need to take advantage of this early inning success. That one fouled off. Good hack at it there from Coop. We'll repeat the 2-2. Again, the Warriors tomorrow night will host West Ouachita. The Chiefs will make their way down here from West Ouachita. Very familiar with that program. This was a game that was earlier in the season and postponed, and down on strikes goes Courtright. Jack Powell will make his way in. Jack Powell, the third baseman for the Warriors, one of the three seniors, and he is off to Champion Christian College in Arkansas. He'll play baseball for those guys. Two down, bottom of the second. Peabody tied it up with a couple of base hits back in the first, and Jack trying to do what he can to get on base and flip that lineup back over and get Davis in the top of the order for the Warriors a shot at it with the sacks packed. That one right down the middle. So Chuck told us the other night where that came from. Back before they had bases and things of that nature, they would go put some sand in sacks and throw that out there on the base paths, or sack paths, or sawdust. Little hit and run there over to third is the play. Now all the way across the diamond, that one's going to be thrown away. Will go into the dugout is where it goes, and that will automatically get the run in. So an error on the throw, trying to get Markle in. Markle's coach was going to send him. No, you don't get that base too. You weren't going. But it is the second run. And it does get Davis back up to the plate. So no RBI there as that one was thrown away. But Powell gets himself on first base and will be back to the top of the Warrior lineup. And Cody Davis. See, the Warriors have runners at second, third, and that one is lifted out to left field. Going to be caught there, and so Cody, a good hit at it, but right at the left fielder. But the Warriors do get the run back that they gave up in the top of the second. They get it back, and they continue to finish things up here in the bottom of the second with a 2-1 lead. You're watching Grace Christian Baseball right here on 446 Sports.
At Certified Transmission, you can count on our certified mechanics with over 35 years experience to get your vehicle fixed right and get you back on the road.
Got transmission problems? Go where you know. Certified Transmission.
move along to the top of the third. Warriors lead this one 2-1 over the visiting Warhorses of Peabody. Young man that is on the hill for Peabody stands in there now. Left-hander takes that one outside, ball one, and that one is ground over to shortstop. And the time and the runner is going to be there as the ball got away. And that will put a runner at first base. And I'm telling you, Peabody is coming to this one not just to pick up an extra game along the way. They're in here looking to knock off the number 2 seed in Division 5 Select. Good-looking pitch by Adelise in there for strike one. And nothing like a little umpire standing there. That one misses outside. Ball and a strike. I don't know that anybody envisioned their Sunday afternoon out at the ballpark, but so glad that you could join us. Off and running, but fouled straight back to where we are at. And 1 ball, 2 strike count. Get our ump Mike back up and going there. Good aggressive base running by Peabody. Had a stolen base back in the second also. He heard. He's listened to the broadcast and moved over a step for us. Snap throw back over to first, not in time. That's the camera that I've got to get next, is my first base locked in camera. So give me 2 more sets of Oxoons. I'll be just fine. I wonder if Nick's selling his. That one smoked out into left. There's going to be a play at third right in front of where we're at. Ball kicked away. It was in time, but Powell unable to hang on to it. And boy, that dugout cam paying dividends right there. So the top of the Peabody lineup paying dividends for them. They're a base hit away from taking the lead back in this one. Base hit would score a couple, and that would put Peabody back in the lead. Swung on and misses that one. Quickly, 0-2. So Maddox reaching deep down inside on this one. Back in the windup going to work. Delivers that one and just fought it off for a foul ball. So I explain things to Chuck as we go along. He has to keep up with the Dougisms, and that's oftentimes difficult to do. My mind is aware of what is aware of what I want to do. Time is called there, and look, I would tell you, these Peabody hitters are really doing a thing to get Maddox off of his game. Adelise rocks back and delivers this one. That one is lifted up. Canyon comes racing across the diamond, calls that one, and I'm telling you, he came right between the 2 seniors, and Seth talking to him a little bit and said, look, you ain't got to call it that much. I'm getting out of your way big time. One down in this one, and that's exactly what you want to see. You know, we've seen Canyon take charge of things since he was a freshman. I mean, he has led by example all along the way. And we expect that young man to really have himself, stealing home, stepping out right in front of us and out at there, right in front. Peabody getting very aggressive, trying to steal home. And Cody says, I don't think so. Maddox did a great job of stepping off and delivering that, not a pitch, but stepping off and delivering. That's why there was no balk or anything or a pitch. Great idea, and that's that aggressive play that's got Peabody on the verge of a playoff spot. I mean, right now they sit in the playoffs. If things were to end today, they would be in. But I believe that this game gets them into the playoffs no matter what, is what my research has told me. That one misses down low, 3 balls. And that is a walk to the Warhorse catcher. So Annalise was able to strike out those 4 in a row back in the first, and now they have all gotten on base. Boy, not for that stolen base attempt from home. Peabody getting aggressive, trying to steal home. Annalise steps off, and he'll get the runner for Peabody back to second base. That one missing outside. Boy, Annalise has been affected like I don't think we've seen him that emotionally out of sorts. Good looking play back at second base and not in time. Diving back in, and that's one of the closer plays. That certainly will set some stuff up. Coach Brown going to go out and talk to the official here, and you see on our dugout cam that going on. Surely not. 2-1. Grace Christian leads this. You see it on the Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. And just really yeah, there's plenty of those, though. And Coach Brown in a pretty good conversation with the umpire out on the field. Don't really know what that could be about. Issued a warning to Coach Brown on that one. Well, back to live action we go here. 2-0 count for Adelise. And squeezing up the middle there. We'll see if the Warriors are up to no good here. That one is driven right up the middle, but that's right. Going to take the easy step on it is Courtright, who gets the runner going in to second base, and the Warriors will make their way out of here. Adelise able to wriggle out of that one. And we go to the bottom of the third now. The Warriors lead this one 2-1. There you get a good look at Wellesley coming out of there. We'll be back right after this. You're watching Grace Christian Baseball right here on 446 Sports.
The fine folks at BK Distributors want to thank all the educators for weathering the storms, so to speak, through 2020 and beyond. Thank you for your dedication to our children. The end of the school year awards are now available. Any type of award, trophies, banners, plaques, they do it all at BK Distributors. So with school almost out, that means summer leagues are in full swing. New items, same great prices, and fast turnaround. BK Distributors, Highway 20 in East Pineville behind Arby's.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
At Certified Transmission, you can count on our certified mechanics with over 35 years experience to get your vehicle fixed right and get you back on the road.
Got transmission problems? Go where you know. Certified Transmission.
Rolling through this one, we play in the bottom of the third. 446 on your Sunday afternoon. How about that? Get our own mic now that one. Grace Christian leads this one over a very game and valiant effort by Peabody here. They are coming out and going blow for blow with the Warriors. It's 2-1, bottom of the third. And this young man, the lefty on the hill, doing a good job. Struck out. B. Wells looking back in the first. Again, you've got time to make it out. 7 o'clock is the Eagle, what is it, around the diamond, I think is what they call it. We'll be out of Buffalo. If you just wanted your fix of Buffalo Wild Wings, you can go pick that up tonight. That one in there for the strike. Saw the announcement that was made yesterday on our social media. That one misses away, 2 balls and no strikes. Football season right around the corner. We will be expanding our coverage down into the Lafayette area. So we're excited about that. We'll have more details for that, and in addition, coming to the sidelines of our Ash broadcast. Skims inside on Wellesley, and it's 3 balls and a strike. A lot of big things brewing, and we couldn't do it without you guys that are watching, that are advertising, that are partnering with us. We will have another announcement coming up soon on an advertiser that we've just picked up, and Wellesley on with a walk. Big time stands in there. Canyon Wright, the junior right-handed first baseman. Like this camera angle when Canyon hits it out. So we're going to leave it right here. The delivery. And that one misses. Ball once. The young man from Peabody. Don't know that he's running out of gas, but he has thrown the ball well in this one. Thrown a lot of pitches. Second time through the order for the Warriors. And misses that one up and away. Didn't really have a chance at it. Saw him walk a couple back in the second inning. Leadoff walk to Wellesley, and now K-Dub stands in ready to go. Strike called there on Canyon, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Off and running into second base goes Wells, and it's 3 balls and a strike. Canyon going pitch hunting on this one. He's locked in on 1 pitch and 1 pitch only. Here's a delivery. Grounds that one foul back just behind the pitcher, and it is, or behind the catcher, and it is a full count. Full count now. Wells out at second base for the Warriors on with nobody down. Here's a delivery to Canyon. This is out and away, and that is a walk, and that is going to send Wells over to third on the play. Good piece of base running by Braden Wells. And now runners at first and third for Adelise. And right in front of us, Seth comes up and has a word or two for Adelise. Well, when one of those seniors comes up to you and wants to talk to you, you listen. They got a lot of experience and wisdom in those guys. Canyon with a big lead, and he is off and running and will easily make it into second base. That's what you do when you're facing a left-handed hitter. A left-handed pitcher. You just have to go first move. That's what they tell you, and that's what they teach you. Now a base hit could add a couple to it. That one is lifted high. Out into left field. It's back, and it is gone. Home run, Maddox Adelise. Maddox taking care of business here. And, boy, the look of determination that is on him there, that is a 3-run bomb. Poor Adelise, goodness gracious. Really sent that one out there a while, and that's going to get things shaking now for the Warhorses. You saw the pitcher for Peabody. Again, I don't have a roster on him, so don't know the young man's name. But it's been throwing the ball well, but seemed like he was laboring just a little bit, and left that one over the heart of the plate for Maddox. And Maddox just really erased that 2-1 lead and makes it 5-1. That one fouled back and out of play. Certainly appreciate my man Chuck swinging by here and fixing stuff, fixing all the Doug mistakes. That one bounces around, and 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, ball for the foul ball that it was. Bases empty. You see that, and Warriors have put together a 3-run inning before the first out has been retired, and Cook stands in there trying to add to it. When taken in there for the strike, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. One just misses high. Good recovery by the young left-hander for Peabody that comes back and is going right after Seth on this one. That ball is ground over the third base area. And the Warriors will be back here tomorrow night at 6, I think, 5:30, 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock they'll be. 6 o'clock they'll be here tomorrow night. 4 o'clock will be a JV game, so plenty of baseball if you want to come out and see that. We'll have it for you here, of course. That one ground foul back over near the on-deck circle. And Ebnet picks it up and gets it back into the pitcher. One misses inside. And that's going to get Cook down to first base on the walk. One of those big innings the Warriors needed. Ebnet will come in there with that pencil bat. Warriors just sent 4 men to the plate this inning, and that one they do. That one is thrown away. And that's all you can do if you are in a runner. The shortstop still has the baseball, yeah. That's all you can do if you're stealing second base off of a left-handed pitcher, he goes first move. You don't know if he's coming to you or going home. You just have to take it and go and make the play get made, and that's what happened there. Seth able to get on down to nobody on Seth. Expect for him to get a little bit bigger lead. If they're not going to hold him, you'll watch that lead that Seth is able to get off of second base. Nobody there. He's just walking a long way out with him. See if he does. He steals that one on his own. Yeah, we knew that one was coming. That's just picking up. They're not going to come in and flash and cover you. You just go in there and take as much as you want to. Get you a good walking lead and go get it. And we're going to get away from that camera angle there. Looks like he may have gotten one in the nether regions there. Let's just say, good to have that young man back up and going, and he'll mosey back down for a minute and walk things off. Good job by Coach Brown there to sit there and offer some encouragement. But there's not a one of us that isn't feeling the pain that young man does right there. Be a catcher, they say. Yeah, we'll give you all this gear, they say. There's no way anything can get you. And sure enough, it does. He'll hop back in there and get ready to go. That is a very, very hard thing to shake off, to shake that injury off. But he stands in there and gets back. And that's just, look, catchers are tough. Don't ever think they're not. Talon represents the fifth Warrior to bat this inning without an out. That one thrown behind Talon, and Cook not going anywhere. 2 balls and a strike. Just running out of steam in this one is the young man from Peabody. The 3-1 offering taken up high, and that's going to send Epnet down to first base on the base on balls. And Logan Markle will stand in there ready to go. Logan with an opportunity to really, really open these things up, and the Warriors continuing to battle. Lowe comes in there playing center field today. Hit the ball pretty solidly, and another one that is off and going. They're going to hold it. Nope, that'll send the runner in. No, Cook stays there. Again, another stolen base that gets Talon down to second base on the steal, and Cook so 6 men have hit here in this inning, and 3 have scored. 2 are out on the bases, and 1 stands in there in the form of Logan Markle. That one's going to catch Markle on the backside. Now he ducks out of the way of that one. Still nobody down for the Warriors in the bottom of the 4th. 3 runs across on that Adelise home run. Misses away, and it's 3 balls and 1 strike. you're tuning in for the Warrior Roundup, you realize that we are not rounding them up tonight. We are here at the ballpark. This is a last-minute addition to the regular season. That one is high. And 3-0 now the count to Markle. Don't expect that Logan will be swinging the bat here on the 3-0 count. One is taken for strike one, catches the outside portion of the plate there. 3 balls and a strike. That went down low, and it will send Markle down to first base, and that'll load him up for Brady McDaniel. Brady McDaniel comes in and will hit for Courtright. And that may be it today. And it is a great effort and a good work through 2 innings. The second time through the lineup. So that young man gets a great hand. Now he'll make his way over to shortstop. Back to action. We've got a pitching change here for the War Horses. Again, great work by first young man. He finds his way out at shortstop now. Again, this is a game that was tied 1-1 going in the second. Peabody tied it back up with a run in the top of the second. But the Warriors put one across in the bottom of the second and have added 3 here. That Maddox Adderley's home run. And now Brady McDaniel stands in, ready to go to work. Nobody down, bases loaded. A beautiful Sunday afternoon here at Merrill Blackburn Field, home of the Grace Christian Warriors. Brady, another one of that very talented 8th grade class that comes out here. The future certainly bright, but the present ain't so bad either. One ball, no strikes to McDaniel. One 0 curveball in there for strike one. Good looking hook there. Impressive curveball. It started right at McDaniel and made its way right back over the plate. Rocks back and fires this one. Swung on and missed, and 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rocks back. The big lanky right-hander delivers this one down in the dirt. Misses there. Ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, nobody down here. You see it on your Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. The Warriors lead this one 5-1. Bottom of the third. Bases loaded with Warriors. Here's the kick and the delivery. Good-looking curveball. That's one we saw for strike 2, and it's back there for strike 3. So all Brady could do was look back at that one and say, yep, pretty good pitch. Senior Jack Powell will make his way to the plate. Again, this is that moment that you say the Warriors have an opportunity to really open this thing up. Jack takes that curveball. The curveball has been very effective here coming out of relief by number 2. That one bounces away. Cook thinks about it and doesn't come in. I don't think the pitcher was quite ready for that one. Nearly got away again. One offering coming into Powell. Runners get a pretty good lead, especially over at first base. Markle gets way off where that first baseman is standing, and it's 2 balls and a strike. It's back 2-1 delivery on its way. There's that good curveball that we've seen. The ability to throw that for a strike is something that we've not seen out of the Peabody pitchers in the past. It's been fastball or changeup, but really getting that curveball over for a strike today. That one is poked high and over the press box area we are and out of play. Two balls, 2 strikes. We'll replay the 2-2. That one lifted high. Center fielder coming out under it, and he's got it. Cook is going to tag, and he'll come sliding in home for the Warriors' 6th run of the game. Crash Davis back to the top of the lineup. Davis hit with 2 outs in the 2nd inning and was retired to look to keep things going for the Warriors here. And it's 0-1. So erase the runner from 3rd, give the run in, and runners did stay at 1st and 2nd. 2 down now. Back to the top of the Warrior lineup, and Cody Davis. That one misses away, and often heading into 3rd base. Getting in easily is Epnet. Following behind him is Markle. So a base hit would score a couple here. Rocks back, delivers the 1-1 to Davis, and he fouls that curveball. Pretty good pitch again. 6-1, the Warriors lead it. They have put up a 4 spot here in the 3rd. One, 2. Taken low and outside, much to the dismay of the crowd that has made it here on this Sunday afternoon from Peabody. Six to 1, bottom of the 3rd. And that one, again, spoiled. Good pitch. Davis able to fight that off and live to see another pitch. So the 3-run home run by Adelise and a sac fly later have been 4 runs for the Warriors. Here is the 2-2 offering. That one misses away, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Good look at it there from Crash. Runners won't be often going here. Nobody, no force on. Rocks back and delivers this one. Check swing down to first base goes Davis. Good work by the leadoff hitter for the Warriors. And with 2 outs, Braden Wells will come to the plate. B. Wells has struck out and he's walked today. Looking to get something going here. Get to the heart of that Warrior order. Rocks back and delivers this one. Wells, he takes that right down the middle for strike one. Back at regular position for the infield of Peabody. Rocks back and delivers this one. Curveball didn't come back over. It looked like Wells was thinking that it was going to break out over the plate just a little bit and never did. Ends up fouling that one just off. Nothing into the count. This is where that young man for Peabody likes to throw that curveball. Here's a delivery. Instead, skips the fastball on the outer half, the outer batter's box of it. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Trying to get Wells to chase something there, and he did none of that. Nowhere to put anybody for the Warriors now with 2 down. Wells behind in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Watches that one go up high and evens things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 6-1, the Warriors lead it. Sacks are packed, an opportunity to really bust this one open just with a clutch base hit. No more than Adelaide's clutch one that he had that cleared the left field fence. That one ground over to third base over the head of Epnet and foul, and we'll replay the 2-2 offering. Rocks back and delivers the 2-2 once again. That one poked foul again by Wells as he watches that the entire way. And we'll replay the 2-2. 3-run home run earlier this inning by Maddox Adelaide's, his second of the year, I believe is what it is. Had that grand slam early in the year that was his first one, but Maddox just continues to do work for these Warriors. Rocks back, delivers the 2-2. That one bounces out of play, and the runners will be off and going here as it is a full count. That gives you an opportunity for Davis really to stretch, maybe to get over to third on a base hit because he will get that head start. And the runners are off and going. Driven up there, the only play is going to be at first base. Double clutches over to first in time and a ground out 6-3. But the damage was done on the Maddox Adelaide's 3-run home run. The Warriors add a sac fly after that. We go to the top of the 4th. Warriors up in this one 6-1. Don't go anywhere. You're watching high school baseball right here on 446 Sports. Back to the burn we go. Maddox Adelaide's on for his 4th inning of work. That one smoked over to third base there. Trying to work his way in for a double. Ball's going to come in, sliding in for a double, and a good piece of running. Great throw, but great work by Peabody, and they have continued to really hit the ball and run aggressively. Went first pitch hunting on that one and got it. Seems to fire Maddox up a little bit. That one misses, ball one. I'm telling you, the one thing it's going to do is fire up Adelise just a little bit more. He works more and more like a dog that you just keep poking. He gets more and more intense, kind of a mad dog, if you will. Mad dog Maddox Adelise. Wow, how about that? This is outside there. That'll get runner over to third with no throw. And it certainly started circulating through the press box area now. That is ball four. Base hit and a 4-pitch walk. Davis comes out and gives the first, third play that Coach Brown wants. You're seeing exactly what that runner at third base is looking at there, as Maddox will just stare in and take a look at him. Runner's off and going. There's going to be a throw down in time there, and that's exactly the way that you want to do it. The runner from third goes nowhere, and Davis has the runner out at second base by about 3 steps. That one down the line past the third baseman, and boy, Maddox is beside himself on that one, and that stolen base attempt, Peabody might have hurt themselves there, trying to continue to be aggressive, but it is 6-2 here. Good long lead over there at first base. You can see it just in the corner of your screen. Boy, Maddox has an opportunity to whirl and throw, and he does. That's not his good move, though. I think he might have been lulling that young man to sleep a little over there at first base. Back down to second. Is Cody going to get him another one this inning? And he does. I'm telling you, by 3 steps, he's got both of those base runners. So, well, you'll certainly take that if you're Maddox Adelise. And a full count walk is issued there. That'll get a base runner back on. The last couple have been erased by Davis. See the Peabody coach there in your screen kind of giving the hand signal to go on there. You'd have thought with a couple of them, might not want to. Off and going. We'll see. Can Cody get the trifecta? And he does. Cody Davis throwing them out. Big time work from Crash Davis behind the dish. Goodness gracious. The senior just saying, you know what? You can keep doing that all you want to, and I'm going to keep throwing you out all I want to. Crash Davis making things happen behind the dish. Warriors lead at 6-2. We go to the bottom of the fourth when we come back. Oh, my goodness.
The fine folks at BK Distributors want to thank all the educators for weathering the storms, so to speak, through 2020 and beyond. Thank you for your dedication to our children. The end of the school year awards are now available. Any type of award, trophies, banners, plaques, they do it all at BK Distributors. So with school almost out, that means summer leagues are in full swing. New items, same great prices, and fast turnaround. BK Distributors, Highway 20 in East Pineville behind Arby's.
At Certified Transmission, you can count on our certified mechanics with over 35 years experience to get your vehicle fixed right and get you back on the road.
Got transmission problems? Go where you know. Certified Transmission.
Bottom of the fourth, we get things going here. It is big time. Kenyon Wright that will lead things off for the Warriors. What an impressive performance behind the plate from Cody Davis here in this game. Wow. The senior has really been doing business back there. Big time watches that one outside, ball one. Kenyon Wright, the junior right-handed first baseman for the Warriors. Watches that one bounce in the other batter's box, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Green light here the entire way. You certainly know that. Watches that curveball come in there for a strike. I don't think he was taking as much as he just wasn't going to let the one he cut at be that curveball. Young man has shown great job of getting the curveball over for strikes. And here's the 2-1. Up and inside. And again, it's got to be the one that Kenyon wants. This is certainly a hitter's pitch, one that you want to get your best swing at. Pitch comes in. Swung on and missed at that one, and Kenyon was looking for that left field seating area that's there. Full count offering comes in to K-Dub. Grounds that one foul over to third base. The Possum's Landing, they call that. It was originally more towards the foul pole, but they put that bigger fence up there, and it had to move it into one of the only areas that juts down. Swung on and missed. Sounded like it hit the ground, but Kenyon down on strikes. Maddox Adderley's all he's done is hit a 3-run home run today. His second home run of the season. Stands in there with the bases empty here and one down in the fourth. The pitch has been there all day from that young man. He came on in relief and has been getting that curveball over pretty well. Here's the 0-1. other batter's box, evens things up at a ball and a strike. Beautiful Sunday afternoon. Invite you to come on out to Buffalo Wild Wings a little bit later. That show will kick off at 7 p.m. For the Menard Eagles. They are baseball and softball district champs and all undefeated in those. That one lifted foul and out of play. Do the 1-2 offering once again. Maddox puts a charge into this one. It's high. Off the wall. A little bit of interference, so Maddox is going to get second base on that one. They give him third on the play for interference, so you'll see him come down into your screen there. Third base. They're giving him third, so what it was, he gets the base he was going to and one more, and that'll put him at third base. Give him what would have been a double. Yeah, they're still, I don't think Maddox is aware that he gets third, but he does. So score that a double for Adelise, and Cook will stand in ready to do work. We had Adelise and Seth up here on the show Friday. Cook fouls that one back and out of play. There you get a good look at Adelise. And I'm telling you, I don't know. He's a good pitcher of record in this one. Has a home run. Been doing it, no doubt. Leading candidate for player of the game. Good work by the Peabody pitcher to step off. He had gotten in the windup and stepped off of that to clear that rubber. And now take a look, and he'll get back in the stretch as he gets back up there. That one misses inside. And a throw down towards third. It's what got towards on it. Stepped on the hand of Adelise. Dadgummit. And he is visibly in pain. Not sure if that's on his throwing hand. Yep, it sure is. And Adelise is going to come out of the game. Had come in and the looks like he landed. Hope it wasn't a cleat. Hopefully maybe it was a knee or something that came down. But you see that Maddox is indeed in some pain right there in front of it. Expect the bullpen now to get up and going for the Warriors, as you don't really have any reason to keep him and push something like this. Coach Brown having a conversation with the field umpire, and we'll see who, Mike, that is that's in there to run at third base. Tarver in there to run at third. It'll give a little bit extended time, but I don't believe there's a scenario where you see Adelise come back into this game that is 6-2. The Warriors with the lead, and much more importance down the road in this playoff run for Maddox Adelise. But he's probably the toughest player that's on this team, and if anybody will come back, he will. Rocks back and delivers the 1-1. That one fouled off. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes to Cook. Curveball, good job by Cook to stay back on it. And that's, again, another one of those good. He's picking that spin up a little bit, is Cook, and he was able to sit back. He's getting back in. He's further back in the box than we've seen him at any time this year. Here's the 1-2. Watches that one up high, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runner at third is Tarver. He's on running for Adelise. Jack Powell and Cooper Courtright getting loose in the Warrior bullpen as that one bounces down low and fills the count up 3-2. So won't speculate on anything, but it looked like that the spike came down perhaps on the hand as Adelise was diving back in head first. Of course, I can't say I don't want to speculate and then speculate. So anyway, full count offering. Cook watches that one bounce low, and he'll head down to first base. Runners will be at first and third now for the Warriors, trying to cash in on another big inning, and they'll have to do it with Talon Epnet, who strides in there. Warriors have been stealing bases at will here in this one. Staring right at Tarver at third base. No going, kind of inside it. Just a curveball that didn't snap off is all that was. Certainly not a pitch out when you throw it to the inside by where the batter is by any means. Quick move over to third. And, Coach Brown again asking the officials to watch out for any sort of a balk there as he starts home with that front knee and then comes to third. Epnet with a hero in the Northwood Shreveport game. That one misses outside, and Cook's going to make his way down. You see him get into second base, and now a base hit should score a couple of them. He had that big hit to walk it off against Northwood Shreveport a couple of Saturdays ago, I guess is what it is now. Logan Markle stands on deck. But right now it's up to Epnet at a 2-0 count. Takes that one in there for strike one. Epnet swings and chases that curveball. Unable to connect. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Quickly delivering another one. And Seth has to hop that one. Epnet's going to drive in a run. And Cook had to gauge his timing on that and hop over that one. But it is a ground out RBI for Talon Epnet, who does his job there. Gets the RBI, and Logan Markle will stand in. Warriors with a run in the first and the second, 4 in the third, and 1 now here in the fourth. But they have 2 outs. Curveball in there for a strike to Markle. That one misses away, and it evens things up at a ball and a strike. That one driven out to right center field, and it's going to drop down, and that will score Cook on an RBI base hit from Logan Markle. And Brady McDaniel will come to the plate.
Now batting for the Warriors, number 19.
Brady Mac stands in there, 2 down. The Warriors starting to do some work here. You'd like to find a way to get 4 runs with 2 outs from here and put this thing in the books. Markle with a big lead. You know he's going to be off and going, and is. Swung on and fouled back, and that one will come back. That'll turn Markle around and send him back to first, but a good piece of hitting there from Lowe. I'm telling you, the effort that Peabody has put out today has been impressive. They have really, really came to play. They trail in this one 8-2. Off and running, and that one's going to be thrown to the shortstop side, and that's going to send a play at third. Doesn't develop as Marco watches that when he comes right into third. Good piece of running. See if we can't white balance that other camera again as things change a little bit on us. Stepping off, and that Peabody pitcher has done that a couple of times. Trying to brighten it up a little for you, and I think we did that. Daniel watches that one up high, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Warriors lead this one 8-2, bottom of the fourth. That one goes behind Brady, and it'll be 3 balls and a strike. And again, we talked about those 4 runs. If the Warriors can get to 12, that'll end. They give you the opportunity to end it in the top of the 5th, and that's what you want to do. Get out of it as quick as you can. They have been chipping away at this thing, though. They're riding home plate umpire here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And down on strikes is Brady McDaniel. And Coach Brown's, I don't think he's done with this one. He's getting McDaniel off the field. And we're going to leave it here for just a second, just for the simple sake of leaving it here for just a second. And now it's the stare down. It's one of those where you don't really say anything. You're just staring. Hat off and just staring in. And the home plate umpire not having any of it. He's doing what he's supposed to do and just walk over and visit with the field umpire. And look, the stare down from Brown, you see him on the left side of your screen, has been going on for a good 30 seconds or so now. And sometimes you don't really have to say anything. Home plate gave him a little look back there, and now is just nonchalantly talking and visiting and not paying attention. He about had enough of it. Again, these officials came here last minute, and now he's going to go over there and visit with Coach Brown just a bit. Got to believe that JB is going to get run from this one because he's been standing there waiting for this, and he's going to get his money's worth on it. Good job by home plate, though, to take a little bit. Sometimes you just, he's not done quite yet. Seeing who's going to the hill. Cooper Courtright will come in, and he'll come out and go to the hill. That will send Adelise is not coming back on at shortstop, so, and there's no baseball out there. Finally gets it in there, and this has been one of the most bizarre mid-inning events that we've seen. So Adelise came out on that play, and we'll have to visit with Coach Brown and see about them. So that puts Powell at third base. We'll get all of this updated for you, too. We move to the top of the 5th. Warriors lead at 8-2. We talked about getting 4 more runs, and they didn't. They come back up, they'll have an opportunity to if they can put some together. 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 4 in the third, and 2 in the fourth. We play in the top of the 5th of this one. And again, Cooper Courtright on the hill, Powell over at third. Shortstop is going to be Seth, and Adelise is out there. I see him backing up, so he's just going to be on at second base is what it looks like. Epnet will move to left field. Braden should be in right, and there's just another just another laser beam from Cody Davis behind the dish. Crash having himself a game behind the plate. We'll see what the outfield does. B. Wells is going to go to right, and Ebnet is securing things out in center field, and Logan Markle will be over in left. Coach Brown liking the work of they are playing this this young man to not be able to get around on it. Back to action. Courtright pumps that first one in there for a strike, and we're underway here in the top of the fifth. Misses away. Evens things up at a ball and a strike. Swung on and missed. Ball and 2 strikes. Looks like we may have to, yeah, we're. Just out of the river and into that other batter's box for ball 2. That one driven over into where Markle is in left field, and that's going to be a base hit. And Peabody continues to come up and fight for it, and certainly think that they are peaking right at the right time in their season. They have battled and gotten better all season long. We'll see if they're still running on this one. Davis has thrown out 3 in a row, all 3 outs. That's got to tie a record. All 3 outs of an inning by the catcher throwing out. Got to believe somewhere along the line that's happened before. Nothing and 1 the count following the base hit to lead things off. Outfield playing deep here in this one. Swung through that one. Coop ahead 0-2 in the count in this one, and shorter leadoffs and no attempts to steal second base after Cody has locked things down behind the plate. Swung on and missed, down on strikes. First strikeout for Coop as he comes in. That'll get it back to the top of this Peabody lineup. Looks like I guess we were there at the batter prior to this. Coop looks back over at first, and now that one comes inside. We've really enjoyed spending our Sunday afternoon at the ballpark with you guys. That one just inside outed. Get over there, not in time, safe, and that one was kind of off from the start. It had that inside out English, kind of like what you would do with a cue ball. Kind of just squirmed its way, hit one way and rolls the other, and they were playing up the middle and unable to get that one. That is an infield single. The runners at first and second. 1 down, top of the 5th. Warriors lead this one 8-2. You see it on your Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. Coop sells this one up high. Misses away. 2-0 count from Coop, and we saw him and Jack Powell getting loose Well, I don't know that Brown will really go too far in this one. That one hammered over to third, and it's booted at third base, and that's going to load him up with just one down. Powell was thinking about touching third and going over to first on that one, what would have been a sure inning-ending double play. Instead, it's got the bases loaded here with just one out. Peabody a base hit away from really getting this thing back interesting when you had an opportunity perhaps to try to put it away. I'm telling you, the Warhorses just lost 7-6 to Franklin Parish, and Franklin Parish one of those teams that will battle also. Swung through that one and missed, strike one. Curveball misses outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Thought they'd have been out of the inning there, and I think that Jack knows better than anybody too, stayed down on that one, but was looking ahead at that throw to first after stepping on third and forgot the baseball, and normal sure-handed Jack Powell over there at third base. 2 balls and a strike. Top of the fifth we play, and that one inside. 3 balls and a strike. Nowhere to put him at all. A ball here scores the run for Peabody. Coop delivers here inside, ball 4, and it's 8-3. Missing inside, but those Peabody batters' toes right on the line, and they're out over the plate. Peabody a base hit or 2 away from really getting back in this thing. That one down low, ball 1. The game that Maddox was rolling right along before, we believe he got stepped on and came out of this one. Hoop misses outside, 2 balls and a strike, and that's going to send Coach Keene out to visit. Two balls, 1 strike here. Top of the fifth we play, already a run in for the Warhorses, and they've got them loaded. Swung through that one. And this is after Peabody really ran themselves out of an inning last inning. Just good aggressive base running, but Cody Davis was true to the task behind the dish, and that one bounces up. It'll be a play here. No play as it bounces far away, and the lead is cut in half. 8-4. Three-two pitch up high, and that is ball 4, and that'll load them back up. Doesn't seem like the Warriors are playing with that type of energy that they had most of the game. That swung on and missed. But look, don't take anything away from this Peabody team. They've been in this one and tried to do some things. And again, the catching of Crash Davis behind the dish has really been the difference in this one, throwing out all three runners that attempted to steal in the fourth. That one bounces off the plate and up into the glove of Davis for ball one. And the Warriors are back at this tomorrow night, 6 p.m. to close out the regular season. They will play the Chiefs of West Washita. That one hammered out to center field. It's going to drop. One run is across. Snap back to second. That ball bounces into the outfield and going to get over to third. And boy, the Warhorses are taking advantage. Here's going to be a play. It's off the line, coming around to score. And Peabody has now put up 5 runs here in the top of the 5th, and it is a 1-run ball game. Folks, don't go anywhere. This thing is has turned into a ball game, to say the least. They're just swinging the bat better than I think I've seen them hit the ball all year. And again, all of these runs are unearned. Well, you can't assume the double play on that earlier, but you got to believe the Warriors would have been out of it. And this is what happened to them last night, and that hits the batter. It was one inning that really cost the Warriors last night in that game down in Lake Charles at Westlake. And now, all of a sudden, the go-ahead run is over at first base, tying run in scoring position on its second. Well, if you look at body language out there, it is on the side of Peabody without a doubt. All one. And that's going to send Coach Brown out, and I've got to believe that may do it for Coop in this one. Just thought he was out of the inning a little bit earlier. Here you have the ability perhaps to maybe piece something together, go with a couple others. Maddox wants back in the game. But I don't believe that's going to happen. Powell over at third can come in and pitch. Just about all of the Warriors can. They've got 10, 11 arms that are on there that can throw. You're looking at, and the starting pitcher can re-enter. You're looking at the look on Adley's face, and he's like, look, Coach, let me back in. Not hearing what he wants to, and he's going to go back to second base. Or he'll go out to center. It looks like they're going to bring Logan in. Just checking a little bit, and he's going to come in from center field. Interesting mound visit for the Warriors, and it has creeped along a little longer. I don't believe that home plate wants to go get in the middle of that one. Won't be much longer before he goes and breaks that up. And I think Brown may be waiting on him to come out there. This is one of those where he's going to get him a little bit more from earlier. Jockeying, positioning, and the like. And it exactly was what it was. Colin Ipnet will come to the hill to try to shut things down in the 5th. Colin Ipnet finishing up his warm-up pitches, and he's been called on by Coach Brown to come out here and put this fire out. Runners at first and second, just one down. And we'll see, for the first time that I've seen Ipnet throw this year, I've heard a lot of good things about him. And that went in there for strike one. This is that plethora of arms that we talked about for Coach Brown and the guys. That one in there for strike two, and coming in just firing strikes. That one fouled off. Looked like Ipnet looked over towards third as he was throwing that, kind of allowed that ball to drift out and follow the way that he looked on it. And that to someone that looks back at second for a long time before turning and looking at the plate. Delivers that one, and Eddie kept his head in there that time and right down the middle, but fouled off. Tying run is on at second base. Potential go-ahead run over at first as Peabody's put up 5 here in the 5th. Good curveball. Misses just outside. Ipnet throws the fastball off the plate and fills the count up at 3-2. Did a good job getting ahead in the count, a ball and 2 strikes. Threw 2 straight as he came in, inherited a 1-0 count. Still in the last 2, now 3 out of the zone. That bounces around, and the bases are loaded back up. Go-ahead run now at second, tying run just 90 feet away. For Warrior fans, you'd like to see a ground ball here. Baseball's coming in. Josh Brown brings those. The fight and the resiliency of this Peabody Warhorse baseball team is just, it's been the story in this one today. Allen set to deliver with the bases loaded. Misses way up high with that one in ball one. Allen a long look in. Expect the batter to step out on this one. He doesn't do it. That one ground back up, and there's that ground ball that we'd hoped for. Over to first in time. One pitch, 2 outs, and that's what you wanted to see. You'll see him give Talon a little bit of love there as he comes off of there, and tremendous work. Throws that pitch, ball back to him. They go home to first, score that 1, 2, 3 on the double play if you're scoring at home. Warriors lead it, but just by 1 now in this one. We'll see what they have when we come back for the bottom of the 5th right after this.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Harrell, Certified Residential Appraiser. I am currently a leading provider of appraisal services for mortgage lending, employee relocation, estate planning, and community property settlements. My experience in real estate over the past 13 years and currently serving as president of the Greater Central Louisiana Realtors Association has given me a clear understanding of the real estate world and the ever-changing market we live in today. For any of your valuation needs, give me, Kimberly Harrell, a call.
At Certified Transmission, you can count on our certified mechanics with over 35 years experience to get your vehicle fixed right and get you back on the road.
Got transmission problems? Go where you know. Certified Transmission.
Senior Jack Powell will lead things off here for Grace Christian. And all of a sudden, this thing got tight. Peabody picks up a run in the 4th, 5 in the 5th to make this an 8-7 ball game. First one in there for a strike, and boy, this thing turned into a dandy one here on a Sunday afternoon for Merrill Blackburn Field. Ground ball up the middle, going to be in play there for the pitcher. He's got to struggle around. He throws it away, and Powell is going to be on. He's going to head now down to second base. Throw coming into second, going to be close, bounces around. And Jack Powell is aboard with an error, a 2-base error there, and that'll get Cody Davis. Boy, I don't know of anybody that has had a better game behind the dish in recent memory than Cody Davis. He's thrown out, I think, 5 base runners in this 3 in 1 inning. At second base. Davis will stand in there. Warriors have left the yard once. That was Maddox Adelise. Here's a delivery to Davis, and he watches that one go outside. And going down to third, that ball is thrown away nearly at Coach Brown. And I don't think we there you see Coach Brown standing back up and getting up there, and somewhere Miss Coach Brown is laughing. She says she hadn't seen JB move that fast in a long time. Warriors pick up the run on that one, and now it is 9-7. I mean, zipped one down there, and down goes Brown. Davis will stand in there now. Base is empty. Takes that one away. And 2 balls and no strikes to Davis. That one ground over to third base, and it's bobbled there, and that'll get into the outfield. And Davis is on a board on an error. So 2 errors for Peabody this inning. Braden Wells will stand in there. Braden Wells will stand in there for the Warriors. Well, he struck out. He's walked. And watches that one go outside for ball 1. 6 o'clock now, a couple hours into this game. In recent memory, this has got to be the best Grace Peabody game that I think I've seen. There's no doubt about that. Snap throw over to first, not in time. Again, I can't say enough about this Peabody Warhorse team. Coach Brown and I talked about it in our pregame meeting that we have. And he said, look, he said, this Peabody team off and running. Davis will get his way into second base with a stolen base. And we talked about it, and he said, look, he said, this isn't the Peabody team that we've seen in the past. They will battle and scrap every pitch of the way, and they've done just that today, not giving up down pretty big. And that one nearly thrown into the outfield. Had it not been for the athleticism of the young man there at shortstop, that ball would have been in the outfield, and Davis would have surely been over to third. Again, the Warriors lead by 2. They'd have to have a big inning, and that's going to get B. Wells in the back. Big Time stands in there. He's due in this game. Big Time Canyon right. We'll see what K-Dub's got in store here. If he gets one that he can get a hold of. Watches that one go. Going to be in time, and out at third is Davis, and you saw it right in front of you there. Brown throwing the clipboard, not sure why. Good lead for Wells now, but you just see it happen, and we've called this before. You get a man thrown out, and the next man up hits it out. Harry Carey used to talk about that a lot. One misses away. That's what's going to frustrate Brown the most, I think, is that the pitcher's not really had command of the zone here. Canyon 3-0, they'll green light him, you got to believe. Watches that one go up and there, and runners will be at first and second again. And this is refreshing to see. Maddox Adelise will come in there. He'll stride to the plate. He's still favoring that right hand just a little bit. They come out and talk to him. May see a pitching change as they know that it was Adelise that homered earlier. And not a good sign when the pitcher's just ready. He's handing the ball off, but that will do it for him. We'll see who they've got as they'll make a couple of switches with gloves and things and get first baseman's mitts and turn around. So the first baseman's going to come in and pitch is what it looks like. So he drops off the first baseman's glove. We got a pitching change here at the Burn. We go back to work in the bottom of the fifth. The Warriors led this one pretty comfortable in it 8-2, but a couple of 6 runs in the last and the fourth and the fifth by Peabody. Maddox Adleys, who already has left the yard with a 3-run bomb, stands in there ready to go. Maddox pops the first pitch he sees, chunks the bat over, not happy with that at all. And that one is dropped. They're going to have the runner over at second base that's out. So you do end up getting an out of it. Not the one you thought you were going to get, but runners will be now at first and third. 2 down. Senior Seth Cook stands in there. Time is called while they wait and get the armband on to Maddox. Maddox frustrated with himself. Just missed that one. Thought that could have been ruled an infield fly. Throw over to first, and that's close. Don't know that Wells was really looking. Just a step throw, not much to it, but a very effective check over to third base. Not sure about that one because I don't know. He's definitely not stealing home. Inside and off the numbers of Cook. One ball, no strikes, 2 down. Bottom of the fifth we play. Here's the delivery. Swung on and missed, and Seth had a big cut at that one. Seth with those glasses reminds me of, the hitter for the White Sox in the movie Major League. Markman is what that's what he's got that look. Get some agreement up here in there. That's he does have that, and we'll put a little side by side up later of that on our page. That one misses up high. 3 balls and a strike. Have to investigate a little further on that one. Balls and a strike. Runners at first and third for the Warriors. 2 down. Off and running. That one inside, and that's going to be ball 4 to Seth Cook, and he will make his way down to first base. Now you see the base is full of Warriors for Talon Ebnet, and all Talon did was come out and get a double play to end things. Talon will stand in there. He's a couple inches off the inside line. Base hit would score a couple, and that'd give the Warriors a little bit more breathing room. Fists that one out to second base. Hustling down the line. Not able to come out of there, and the ball's going to get thrown away. Got to play at the plate here. That one's thrown high also. Coming around, and they're going to hold Cook over at third base. So putting things into play. Talon will get the RBI on that one. Be out at second base. But it's just creating things. 2 runs come across to score. And it is now 11-7 in this one. And a runner will come out. No, they'll just come out and get the gloves from Talon. Logan Markle had a base hit in his last at bat. Pretty good shot out near the Kinetics sign by the scoreboard that's out there. Curveball stays up and misses inside. 4-1, 11-7. Grace leads this one now. Scored 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 4, 2, and 3 in the third, fourth, and fifth, respectively. But it's that 5-run fifth inning for Peabody that's really did things. Warriors trying to get them all back here. They've got 3 of them in this inning. That one misses down low. Logan taking a hack at one, driving it off down that first base line. It's 2 balls and a strike. Again, join us tomorrow night. We will be here from Merrill Blackburn Field for the regular season finale as Grace Christian welcomes in West Ouachita. The Chiefs come out of District 2-5A currently. They'll move down to 4A next year. They swap places with Neville. Neville moves up to 2-5A, and West Ouachita drops down into that district that Neville was in that consists of Tioga, Peabody, and I think Grant is in there as well. Anyway, they swap places in 4A and 5A. But that's tomorrow night. This is Grace and Peabody. That one bounces low, and Markle is going to load him up. Brady McDaniel. B-Mac will stand in there. Brady McDaniel, the 8th grader, stands in. Base is loaded once again. Don't forget, we will have the Warrior wrap-up show up here in the press box like we did Friday night, I guess. I think I've lost where everything is at. That one misses outside, ball 1. Sun's starting to duck down just a little bit as we're nearing 6:30 on a Sunday evening. That one inside. Brady was standing still in there. Would have let that one hit him. 2 balls, no strikes. Pitch on the way, and that bounces up there, and Cook not going anywhere, especially on a 3-0 count. Boy, you go back to Davis being thrown out at third, attempting to steal, and we'll not sure if he would just what had Brown so upset. Did he not give him the take sign or the steal sign or what it was? 3-0 count. You know that McDaniel will not be swinging at this one. Bounces low, and that's an RBI walk. And Jack Powell will stand in. And there you see Seth make his way in for the Warriors' 12th run of the afternoon and 4th this inning. And here we go, bases loaded for the senior Jack Powell. Left foot all the way up on the line. You see it there. He is as close to that plate as he could get. And that one goes off the elbow, and that's why he gets in there. And that is an RBI hit by pitch. And that'll score Talon Epnet. Davis stands in there. How about a little retribution here for that caught stealing? This is the second time that Crash will bat this inning. And as I count things on here, that would be, he represents the walk-off run. Davis could put one out of here and end this one. Instead, that one sails over his head and turns around and tells Logan to hang on. A lot of comments on our Facebook there about the great inning that Davis had throwing out those base runners, threw out all 3 outs. What a way. Why don't you just finish your day off here, big boy? Crash Davis stands in there, looks at a 1-0 count. Runners off pretty big, and that one bounces around here. And this is what starts to concern me now about the pitching for Peabody, that they may not have it, and this may be a long way to get back into this one. And I say that by haven't seen a lot of strikes. That one is in there for strike 1. Warriors lead this one 13-7. Peabody put up 5 in the top of the 5th. That's why you want to try to go out here and end this one. That one, oh, and it goes off the bat. He's in the batter's box, so he's okay there. But I'm telling you what, if it doesn't hit that bat, it hits Davis in the head. I mean, he threw it right off the bat that Cody was holding right there. That'll scare you, if anything. 3-1 count, bases loaded, 2 down. That one misses outside, and that's going to be a bases-loaded walk in the 14th run. Logan Markle crosses right in front of us there, and Braden Wells, number 2 hitter. So the potential walk-off run now is over at first base, still in the form of Davis. And again, we talk about the 10-run lead after 5 is what that would be, and that one misses away ball 1. You want a number of reasons. You want to get this game over with on there because Peabody is dangerous and can come back. We've seen them do that already. They put up 6 runs in the last 2 innings. You want to save any arms you've got. That one going to go off the leg of B. Wells. And that will bring Brady McDaniel home. Big time comes in there. Boy, this is one of those you just maybe a pitching change that's coming, but you're danged if you do and you're danged if you don't. What do you go in there and tell them? Hey, just try to throw one down the middle, because if you do that, it gets hammered. But that's going to do it, and we'll see pitching change on here. 15-7. Warriors need just a couple of runs. They've got one in the first, one in the second, 4 in the third, 2 in the fourth, and they were up 8-2 at that point. Peabody came back and put 5 across before the ground out double play that Epnet had, and put up 5, made it 8-7. But the Warriors have played it 7 in this one and have what would be the walk-off 10th run over there. Now, with the bases loaded, again, the maximum you can win. But if Canyon homers here, they will count all the runs. That'd be the only way, really, that it could be more than a 10-run one. But Canyon does represent the opportunity to end this one. All of this coming with 2 out in here, and not really seen anything from this young man that has taken the hill that looks like it's going to be any different. Comes from the side and throws this ball there, and haven't really seen him around the strike zone. Looking one inside. Just getting settled in, familiarizing himself with the mound just a little bit. The way these Warriors get up on the inside line of the plate, though, and that ball is kind of coming, not necessarily sidearm, but more 3/4 than anything else. That a couple of hit batsmen, and that would end it as well. Coach Ladner making his way back around. You see the bases are loaded. That is Powell at third. Cook at second. Up comes in there. It's not Cook at second by any means. Cody Davis out at second base. He represents the walk-off run again. Canyon staring in, and you know his eyes are getting big for this one. That one in there for a strike, and boy, we thought we would. He's smiling back, and he gives the old shoulder shrug to it. Go ahead and end it here, big time. Going on and was trying to put that one out on the runway, and he is quickly behind 0-2, so he'll shorten up a little bit, take that 2-strike approach to it. Here's the delivery. Misses way outside, but a good job by the catcher to hang on to that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I believe that would have hit that building back there where the trucks are parked. Grounds this one in between second and short and third. 1 run is coming in. Davis represents what will be the walk-off. And big-time Canyon Wright does it, and that's the ball game. And you're Matthew West, and that lets you know that this is over with. Grace wins every time. You see the Warriors coming out of the dugout there. 2 RBI double for big-time Canyon Wright finishes things off. Warriors put up 9 runs in the bottom of the 5th. Goodness gracious. But a Peabody team that just would not quit, would not go anywhere. Gonna get Coach Brown up here, and gotta believe he'll bring Cody up with him, we would think. Going to step away for just a minute. We'll be back with the Warrior Roundup show right after this.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
Getting ready for the Warrior wrap-up show. We'll do that here momentarily. They're getting ready to get things going over at Buffalo Wild Wings on a Sunday night. This normally would be our Warrior roundup time, so we'll do the Warrior wrap-up show here from the press box area is where we'll be. Worked out to be pretty good up here. Again, the Warriors will be back in town tomorrow night. They will host the West Ouachita Chiefs. 17 runs. 1 run in the first for the Warriors. 1 run for Peabody in the top of the second, but the Warriors go and get that one back 2-1. Then it was a Maddox Adelise home run that really started things going for you with no out. The first 2 reach in front of him, and he promptly deposits one over the left field wall for the 3-run shot. 2 runs more in the fourth, and then the 9-run outburst when Peabody just ran out of pitching. But I'll tell you, the work of the Peabody Warhorses in this game really, really kept them in there. So don't look at the score of this one, the final score. Look at what it was when the Warriors came, before the Warriors came up to bat in the 5th. It was 8-7 in that game. 9-spot did it there, and culminated with Canyon getting the first one that he saw that he could hit. He was down to 2-strike hit with 2 outs that he got on there. Had swung mightily through one, but takes that one, goes right up the middle with it. Looking to get Coach Brown and Cody Davis up here momentarily. We're going to take another break. When we come back, we'll be able to visit with the 2 of them. You're getting a look at our new dugout cam up there. See if we can get that final score corrected. There you go. For the Warriors, 17-7. We'll be back right after this from Valex Federal Credit Union.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Harrell, Certified Residential Appraiser. I am currently a leading provider of appraisal services for mortgage lending, employee relocation, estate planning, and community property settlements. My experience in real estate over the past 13 years and currently serving as president of the Greater Central Louisiana Realtors Association has given me a clear understanding of the real estate world and the ever-changing market we live in today. For any of your valuation needs,
is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, The trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
We're back to Merrill Blackburn Field, and Cody Davis joins us up for the Warrior Roundup. I know Coach Brown will be along momentarily. Look, there you go. Look, see, you got yourself right there. Yeah, we'll get him too. Look at that. Good thing you took care of that nosebleed thing before you got in here.
Always something.
It's always something. Dude, let me tell you, I'll be the first one to tell you this, Cody, that throughout the season, seems like sometimes the ball that you've thrown down from second base has one side or the other. You were nailing them throughout 3 in one inning. I think, what'd you have, 4 or 5 out today? I don't think it was just the 3.
I think it was 4.
Yeah, that's what.
I think it was 4, maybe 5.
Dude, you were feeling it back there.
I don't. I mean, I just turned it on. I don't really know.
What do you throw out the first when you expect? And look, Peabody was very aggressive on the base pass, without a doubt.
I knew that they was probably gonna run. I mean, that's just they always do.
So all of that. The throwdown that you had, I think it was the one before the 5th inning, when Seth just puts his glove about a foot off of the bag.
Yeah.
It doesn't move it. You just nail it right in there.
Oh, yeah. No, it feels good to do that.
Look, it was good. This Peabody team, let's step away from that and tell me about there. When Coach Brown told me that you guys were playing Peabody today, I said, okay, this is the best that I've seen Peabody play in the years I've been doing this.
Without a doubt. They have improved tremendously. I mean, it really is unbelievable. Their props to their coach for doing what he does. I mean, they have really improved so much. It's insane.
Indeed that it has. So in that 5th inning where Peabody picked up 5 runs, you get thinking, oh, here we go again. You guys had a big inning yesterday on you that just kind of steamrolled a little bit, but came back on fire and put up 9.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of been that's been all season, man. Like big innings. That's all we've had, And I mean, you thank God for them. I mean, what you got to do sometimes.
But you guys go out and create them too. It's not. I mean, there were a couple of walks in that last one, but heck, when Canyon comes up there, the one good pitch he sees, and now the first one he was trying to put on the building over there when he swung through that one. But then he chokes up, takes his 2-strike approach to it. He had a 2-strike, 2-out double or single that he had that scored a couple of runs. That's been the approach that you guys have had all year. You're not up there hacking all 3 times. You try to get the ball out of here, and then you come and do what you got to do.
Yeah, try to, you get in the hitters count, 3-1, 2-0, that's your time. If you want to do something with it, do it. And then after that, it's putting the ball in play. Let's put the ball in play, try to get a base hit, base knock somewhere.
All right, so in that inning, you get caught over here at third base. Coach Brown throws that pad down. What was that? Did you go when you weren't supposed to?
Oh, yeah, well, that was yeah, he didn't really tell me to, but.
He didn't really tell you to. So we've got full transparency out of it. You saw something on there that you thought you could take advantage of. And
yeah, I mean, I thought third baseman was playing a little back, and I thought I had a better read on the pitcher going to the plate. But, I mean, I feel like I did have a pretty good jump, and, man, the catcher's a good player back there.
Indeed he is. Yeah, he shook one off in that game and got back up and played. And so that was great to see on there. You started out against a left-handed pitcher, and he did really well.
Yeah,
but
very good pitcher.
When you're off and going, and you're taught as soon as you get out of coach pitch and all, is it on the left-hander you're going first move on there. You guys were able to run on him pretty effectively.
Yeah, I think I had I think I got on base my first AB and stole, and then there might have been one other stolen base on him, and then he started kind of mixing it up, throwing over there, and then from then it's kind of just stealing on the first baseman.
Right. And that's what happened. It looked like they threw away because a couple of times they go over to first with it and then aren't able to make the throw. Yeah. But it's the pressure that you guys put on them, I think, that did a lot of it.
100%. I mean, when you start running, they pick off. All the pressure's on the first baseman to not only make a good throw, but also not throw in the baseline to hit the runner too. So.
Speaking of that, you're standing your ground on the throw down to third base, and he hits the bat. If it doesn't hit that bat, it hits you in the head.
Yeah, oh, yeah, no, I had my bat up there, and then I felt it kind of hit my shoulder, and I was like, oh, Lord.
Well, that was you had a lot of folks talking about you on our Facebook feed, too. They were excited when those 3 throwouts, and I don't know that that's ever been done, Coach, that I've seen 3 caught stealings in an inning. you would have thought the third one wouldn't have happened on there, but Cody did a tremendous job. And Cody, just we talked a lot to Seth the other night after the show too, and I'll step away from the game a little bit. This goes all the way back to you guys have been playing since you were in the 7th grade. We talked a lot during that trip or getting ready for that trip to Dyersville, Iowa, and you just said that you like throwing guys out.
Oh, yeah.
It culminated on a big night tonight doing that as well. But it's been a pleasure to watch your career here and looking forward to a big run. And let's go finish this thing off in May.
Yes, sir. We hope we can do it.
Crash Davis joining us up here, set a record for 3 caught stealings and one of his own. But we won't get into that. 3 that he threw out, but Cody Davis, a tremendous job. Thank you, and there's always a spot up here for you, my friend.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
There you go, Cody Davis joining us in the Warrior wrap-up show. We'll get Coach Brown over here, and we'll discuss a little bit of that. Kind of takes the sting off of it when you go and put up 9 runs, and might have almost forgot about that, but you threw the tablet down pretty good on that one where he was caught stealing at third.
Yeah, he wasn't supposed to steal there. I know he's a senior. He's trying to get that stolen base record, but, it is what it is. I mean, he and I told him a while ago, I said, a different pitcher on the mound.
Right.
A little quicker to the plate and shorter throw for that catcher back there. And catcher's pretty solid. I mean, if he's on target, he's pretty good.
I saw Adelise go in here, and he was diving back. Did he get stepped on? What happened to him?
He got stepped on. He got cleated and throwing hand right in the middle finger.
Wow,
He got cut. I don't think he needs stitches. We taped him up, but it definitely would affect breaking ball.
We talked about it, too. There wasn't any way that he was going to not go back into the game unless his hand was falling off, I think.
Correct. He knew we had to have him defensively and swinging the bat at least.
Talk about swinging the bat. Second home run of the year for him, I believe. Had that 3-run shot and really just put a charge into it.
Yeah, that was a big hit at the time because we were kind of, leaving some runners on base, and he come up with a 3-run homer. That was huge. Get us going and not look back.
The ability of your guys to answer the bell. Peabody picked up a run in the second. You went right back and got it again. And then the 3-run home run. You get a couple of the sac fly that was there, a couple, and then to put up 9 runs. It looked like Peabody just ran out of pitching. But you told me today that they were going to come out here and give you an A game, and they did just that.
They absolutely did. I told Coach Honor, I said, man, great job. Your guys swung the bat better than anybody we've seen, we thought, in the last 3 weeks. They really did. They competed at the plate. When their best guys on the mound, they've gotten better. I've told everybody, I said, they're not the old Peabody. They're really becoming, years ago, Peabody was pretty good at baseball, and Coach Honor's staying the course, and he's going to get that program back going.
There's no doubt about that. Very aggressive, and that's what's allowed them to win some games and put themselves in position to make it in the playoffs. And to see the Peabody the last 2 or 3 years build that program and now get to where they're on the cusp of the playoffs, that's great.
No doubt, man. That's a win-win for them. That's their goal. They want to make the playoffs and see what's happened. I just thought they probably should have stopped running there. Who knows? But I give credit to Cody, man, and I whispered in his ear, said, that's why you're a next-level player.
Yeah.
Right there.
There's no doubt about that. And the throw after that, so he gets the 3 out, and then he just starts showing off. On the throw down, Seth puts his glove about a foot above the base, and Cody just said Seth doesn't move his glove. It goes right in there. So tremendous work from him. Coach, explain to us, we talked to the viewers a little bit about this too, and the wrap-up show will extend a little bit because I know we don't have our Warrior Roundup tonight. So if you don't mind, we'll answer some questions and do some things. What's the basis for the game tonight? We've talked about it, but let the folks know.
We rained out some ball games, and we're a 34 game limit team. We like doing that every year,
right.
And we keep up with points. And yesterday we see all these teams adding games like crazy, and I wish the rule would change. I think it needs to be 3 weeks previous, not 2 days before the end of the season. I'm not a big fan of that. We shouldn't be scrounging or anything like that, but. We lost some games, so we were really wanting to make up a game possibly. And Coach Honor had called me like 4 or 5 times this week. And I kept saying no. And then, last night, we saw some things, turn it around. We were like, we might need to pick up another game. And, of course, we had to make sure it was okay with the school to allow us. And foremost, we got to ask the parents because we never do. We played 1 Sunday game in my career, and that was back in 2004. And, we don't practice or really do anything on Sundays, but I was thankful that they let us do it. And the parents, we asked the parents first, and every one of them, they were excited. They were on board. I called every one of them trying to make sure I could get them.
Right.
And because I just felt like, hey, they need to know this, and and text the kids, and everybody was pretty much on board. We didn't get a hold of one or two. We had one that they had something going on. We made it optional. We told them you could come or you don't. It's no big deal. We're not going to enforce rules that you're not here. So we made it optional. We were thankful for the guys who came and showed up and played.
Look, they did. Peabody showed up and played. It was certainly a good game. We roll into tomorrow, the final regular season game of the season. You talk about a lot of games that are on there. You guys are at 24 wins now with the one today, or does that make 23?
24.
24 wins today, and so another big season for you. Tell me about the Chiefs coming in tomorrow.
Good ball club. They I know they beat Delhi Charter yesterday 4-0, and Delhi's kind of a scrappy club, and then they played they lost 2 one-run games to Ash. So we're going to be in a dogfight. I mean, Mitch Thomas club, he's always got a good club, and the thing is they got to win, I think, tomorrow to have a chance to get in. So they played Washita Christian today, and I saw they got beat. So I'm sure they'll come over here and give us our best shot because they got nothing to lose.
Absolutely, and that's what you want games at the end of the year that matter. Yes, you're in the playoffs, and yes, but you need this one. You're off a couple of games that you didn't see a lot of pitching on.
Mm-hmm.
That's not going to be the case in the playoffs. So you need a game like you had today. You need a game like you're going to have tomorrow, and quite frankly, that one last night as well.
Correct.
So you've got to be able to see that kind of pitching because I promise you're going to see it.
You're going to see it down the road, absolutely. And you want to see the best arms at this time of the year because, again, in the playoffs, you got to bring your A game. I told our kids every time we play the rest of the season, you got to have your best A game. I told them yesterday at Westlake, let's play like this is the playoffs right now and lock in. Yesterday was one of those kind of games. It was just we made a couple mistakes, and our guy threw a phenomenal game. He had a 2-hitter going into the 6th inning. It should have been 0-0.
Right.
And we kicked a couple balls, and we haven't really done that a whole lot. And we did it yesterday. And, I was proud of the fight, though. We wound up fighting late in that game. We had the tie and run on deck. So we went down with a fight.
Right. Well, and that's what you measure a lot of things. Sometimes, yes, wins and losses are it. But the fight in the dirtbag style of baseball seems to be back.
It is, absolutely. This team's got the swag, the mojo. I mean, they're playing for each other, and I like the attitude with every single one of them. And they play for each other. I've been saying that a lot. They play for each other. They play for the coaching staff. Great group of kids.
So you guys are going to go JV and varsity tomorrow. Take me through tomorrow. Is it a 4 and a 6? What is
JV at 4 p.m. And then varsity at 6 o'clock. We'll do an hour and a half or 5 innings JV, and then we'll get started varsity. We let them warm up at least from 5:30 on and get ready for a 6 p.m. start.
Well, we're looking forward to it. What is after the end of the season, because you guys should get a bye, maybe 2 into there, and see just a quarterfinal game on there. What is that time span? When can we expect you guys back out on the field after tomorrow?
We have actually a tune-up game next Friday night at McNeese State. So we'll travel there for a tune-up game. Looks like we're going to be playing Sacred Heart of Ville Platte.
That'll be a good one. Indeed, it will. Coach, it's been a tremendous season for you guys. Certainly one more to go in the regular season, and then a push for that state title game. And this group of seniors, I think, is as hungry as any group that you've had.
Absolutely, man. They've been there. They've been in a lot of big games, and they're ready to go.
Coach, we appreciate you opening up this with us and letting us come out on Sunday afternoon. Sunday at the ballpark's just kind of special. It's the first one that I've broadcast on a Sunday afternoon, but it's been enjoyable without a doubt, Coach, and we'll see you tomorrow evening.
Hey, appreciate you, Doug.
Head coach Josh Brown, victorious tonight. They moved to 24-7 on the season. Currently sit at number 2 in the power rankings. That is going to wrap it up for us. My man Chuck Perkins sat in for a little while with us, so big thanks out to Chuck there for getting our Wallace High Associates scoreboard back underway also. It's been a great pleasure of mine spending Sunday afternoon. Guys, we'll be back out here. We'll go on the air at 5:46 on Monday afternoon. That's tomorrow for Grace Christian and West Washita as the Chiefs roll into town. So for all of you in attendance and those watching at home, thank you so much. God bless you all, and good night.